Hey guys, Gavin here from the SEO Training Lines. Just going to show you quickly some pretty sweet links we've got from some very powerful sources. So we've got some links from Southwestern University. We've got some here from Stanford and Harvard and MIT and all sorts of other pretty authoritative, well, really authoritative places. And yeah, they obviously work really well. In our experience, they've helped your site get out of the sandbox or just generally establish some trust pretty early on so your rankings don't dance around too much. And they also work directly to boost your rankings for particular phrases if you can get your keywords in the links themselves, which we have a few times. So basically, the brainless.edu annihilation method, as we entertainingly called it, it's a blog commenting strategy. It works like this. First, you download SEO Quake. It works with Firefox, Safari, and Chrome, so it doesn't matter whether you're a Mac user or a PC user or even a Linux user. Then what we do is we paste in this particular search string, which I've already pasted in here. So basically what this is, site.edu is just saying find me an edu site with blog in the URL, saying we want the words post a comment existing somewhere on the page we're looking for. That negative there means we don't want it to say comment close. That negative there means we don't want to say you must be logged in. And this here means, we want the post to contain the word eating, or the phrase eating rather, somewhere in the thing. Now obviously you would change this for whatever your niche is. In this instance I'm just using weight loss as an example because we dabble in that niche sometimes. Cool, so basically what will happen is when you've installed SEO Quake, very simple to do. It's just a simple plugin, and if you want to know how to set it up, then there's a handy video right there. Basically what happens is it starts to pull parameters from Google's search results directly to let you decide where you want to get your links. Let you see the quality of the pages and the search results as far as you being able to drop a link on them. So in this instance, as I said, we're doing eating. We just hit search button, obviously, so you can see it'll just come up like that exactly for you. And now, because we've chucked .edu there, you can see already we've got the first thing is a Harvard Health blog. We've got the Stanford blog again, so the big names showing up. Some more, I think it's maybe Wisconsin University, all sorts of universities I haven't heard of, but basically you want to look for any .edu link is good to throw into your linking mix for many reasons, which we'll mention in another video. But so yeah, what you do is you hit request parameters, and what that'll do is pull the page rank of all the sites. Now it's not sorting them, that doesn't matter. Oops, we'll close that. Alright, so yeah, once it's pulled the page rank of the links, then you can choose where you want to drop a link. Let's go to the next page. Cool, alright, this one here, PR4 site, page rather, context-free music language. Awesome, so we've got a .edu blog. Don't really know what the post is about, but you can see here you've got people commenting and dropping their links as well, even linking back to their own pages. And this person here, thanks for this information, very useful. Even I'm using a PC, I have much friends that are using Mac because to work professional. Cool. Looks like we have a good chance of getting a link on this one. And there seems to be a Spanish SEO person who's linking to some. There you go. El secreto. La ley de atracción, el secreto. There you go. That's the law of attraction, the secret. Yeah, so it turns out that people do this stuff in Spanish as well. Anyway, good for them. But the bottom line is we can post a comment here. Alright, so we found our post that we want to comment on. Now, a few things about how to get these comments approved, which is obviously the entire point of it and what a lot of people get wrong. And yeah, just some general sort of etiquette to make this experience better for you and the webmaster, in fact, as well. Alright, so first of all, when you use that search string, the site.edu search string to land on a page, certain spam protection things will actually stop you from being able to post simply because of how you landed on the site. So, ultra technical solution to that is you just copy the URL and then you just paste it in another browser. So you don't trigger those spam things. Literally, Jake and I have experienced where we'll land on a site and it will say like, you know, F off you dirty spammer or something like that, just because of the way we've landed on the site. So yeah, this isn't spam, but I mean, obviously you see like our friend Diego here, does a little bit of spam, and it's not quite adding to the conversation. Cool. So we get the link, take it to another browser, and yeah, just copy and paste it in, and that counts as a direct visit, so it's fine. Interesting thing to note how they do this. I'm not sure what's going on here. It could be an example of that. So if we type in, see the spam checker here is asking us to type in these two words to prove that we're human, but no matter what I type in, it just comes up as gobbledygook. But if I type it in here, it's letting that happen. So it's actually letting the characters come through. So that could be a spam thing. It could be a flash problem. But in any event, that's how we've gotten around it. And we just put the comment in here. So just some general notes about how to get your comments accepted and how not to be a spammer and breach your terms and conditions and all this kind of stuff of the sites. The first one would be actually read the post and actually sort of come up with a question about the post or some way of contributing to the discussion. It's really not that hard. I mean, you see links for rent, PR4 links maybe cost you, I don't know, a couple of $100 maybe at least to rent, and that's not EDU ones. Sometimes more, sometimes substantially more. So it really is worth spending just a few minutes to read the post and actually come up with something moderately engaging to write. You might even learn something about your niche as well. So do that. Don't breach any terms and conditions. You don't want to get in any trouble, because basically if you do this incorrectly, you can get flagged as spam, your whole domain, and that can make your life very difficult. And by flagged as spam, I mean some of the WordPress and blogging systems have, they sort of collaborate with banning certain keywords or email addresses or domains, and you just don't want to be in that boat, because it means that well, it's fairly obvious the reasons for that. Your comments won't get accepted. In terms of comment etiquette, if you see a post with lots of other comments that have keywords in it, like specific SEO keywords in the name field, then I'd say go for it, because that means the post either isn't moderated or the person who's doing it doesn't really care whether you're putting keywords in there. So put your target keyword in there. If not, then just put your name in. I know we often say that anchor text is ultra important. It's fairly well accepted, but the bottom line is, if you make a comment and you don't get any link, then it just completely defeats the whole point of it. So if you feel, I mean, usually use your gut. You can kind of tell whether it's going to go down well or not. If you can, put your keyword in there. If not, just go for the name. It's the paramount thing that we want to do is get the link, because having high PR links like that, .edu links as well, even if the anchor text isn't completely relevant, will do wonders for your site in terms of boosting overall authority and that kind of thing. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So in this instance, look, probably don't use this as the best example of the most engaging comment. I've said, hey, interesting stuff. I've got a friend who has a zone notation system for music, and this kind of thing would be way up his alley too. Look, I haven't spent the time to read this site, and I'm not going to drop a link here. But if you were to do that, I'd just read it, do a little bit of thinking, heaven forbid, and put that there. So that's the kind of thing I'd put in there. I'd maybe flesh that out a bit more, fill in the capture, and then post a comment. Yeah, and then once you've, basically what you do is, as I said, I just want to reiterate again, don't use this to spam people, don't use this to spam people's blogs. You will get your domain flagged as spam, and none of your comments will get accepted or work, so actually contribute. Cool, so basically what you want to do is do this for as many blogs as you can, reasonably make intelligent comments to. Take all the URLs down, put them in a notepad file somewhere, wait maybe a week or two, and then check back to those URLs to see whether the comments have been accepted. If not, it doesn't matter, it doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of time. The ones that are accepted, take them to pingomatic.com. I'll show you now. And yeah, what you do is you'd enter in, that's just a backlink grouping. You'd enter in the URL of the particular blog that you posted your comment in. So this one, for example, chuck it in there. It doesn't matter what you put in the name field, and then you hit ping. And what that's going to do is just ping the site, ping the page rather, so that the search engines will have a better chance of finding your link. And that is it. So it's a pretty simple strategy. As I said, nothing technical, nothing too daunting, but very, very, very powerful. It's an excellent way to get links for just the small cost of your time when you're first starting out, or even if you just want some really quality links. This can be a fantastic way to get them. Blog comments still work really well in our experience. I know that footer links and some blog roll links their impact is waning, but at the moment blog comments still work really well. So this is a great strategy for you to employ, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot.